Whoa. I got you on video. There are cameras on here. I have webcams that'll catch you on film. If you just knocked on a door, I have you on film. This is really weird. I heard a knock. I heard a distinct knock. A distinct knock. A distinct knock. A distinct knock. Somebody knocked. Or it was a little animal. Put the light on over there. I heard a distinct knock. Or an animal that sounded like the same as a knock. It sounded just like this. Wait. But not as loud. Like this. Oh. There's a little animal in there. There's a little animal up in the attic. I heard him walking. Sounded like this. It sounded like that. It's a little animal. I heard him walk. If you go back in the, somebody could hear it in the video. Like you heard him walking in there. He was in the attic or whatever. Okay. So how's it going? So I cleaned up the oatmeal. Here's what I did. There's a plate. There's a bowl. There's a. What is that? These weird fruit flies showed up. Really weird. I cleaned up the oatmeal. I took this glass kind of bowl plate. It was it looked like a bowl, but it was only like this thick, this deep, and it was like a plate. And I was about to eat oatmeal, and I had been at unrest all day, and it was just it wasn't that bad, but it was so I haven't cleaned up all the way like I usually did. And I even left oatmeal on my hard drives. A small amount that doesn't attract bugs. Just those, I don't know, there's a piece of it I'm not going to pick up, but you can pretty much see how shit was. But but I'm going to leave and go to California because I got married and I left my mother and father, and I can't act like I'm a 12-year-old, who just went back to my mother and father or something. And so now I'm leaving them again. If I did go back to them, if you think that, whatever, right? Good old Michael and Teresa, them together, let's jumble up his fucking words like they don't mean shit so he can pretend that he's a child and his words don't mean anything so they can keep having a bunch of money. And you honor them and do what they say, and it's all God's work. And it's all God's work, and they're not even aware of it, and God made me be kind to others. So I got a thought from Danica. I want the glass bowl, cracked and eaten. So I didn't know what else to do. I was at my wit's end, and I had enough of this shit. I've been working in this house for 8 months, keeping this house in good shape, all clean, and picking every little piece of dust off the ground. And so I finally I said, okay. And this computer was open. I didn't even think about what it would do to this computer, but it got a little bit of the oatmeal's wiped off. But those bugs were from all this trash that was in there that I had just put out at the street. And so anyway, I took this oatmeal, and I didn't even care if it was clean anymore. And I just this glass bowl of oatmeal, and she said I want it cracked and eaten. So I took the glass thing of oatmeal, and with both hands, I won't show my face on it because it did a low angle and it just looked like shit. And so I took the glass oatmeal and went like this and tried to crack it and threw it down on here really hard. Made it sound really loud. I think that neighbor heard it, and maybe that one, I don't know. But that neighbor there, I don't know what that means, but makes me want to just die because some man had my wife and kids with her in Texas. So and he said, this right here, because he got to be with her there. And so saying another man, you know, to say that shit like this neighbor here, you know, as if she would be with him instead of me, made me want to kill myself 8,000 times. And it's just felt like shit. So I don't care if there's shit on here. It looks like CBGB, literal shit on it with Gigi Allen's shit on the stage. It's probably in the CBGB. That place should be open just like it is, with all the blood or shit or cool shit and sweat from a healthy young body. Just got cut a little bit that doesn't hurt your fucking arms. That just cut your arm a small tiny bit because you don't hurt your arms that much. You know, cool things that doesn't hurt anyone's health. I don't give a shit. That's in the CBGB, and I've had enough of it, of cleaning this every little tiny piece of fucking thing off this place. Like, it sucks. It sucks. Keeping this, it's got to be in showing condition. Got to be in showing condition for like 8 months now. And for years, I haven't had any of my stuff that I enjoy other than things to work at out in my house, or furniture and food and clothes. That's all that I have in my house. Stuff to work at. This is here because this is here or whatever here because this is where a computer can go and film at a higher angle that people generally do when they film with a Mac laptop, so they don't have a double chin. I don't know why. It's like some new thing. I noticed other people doing it too, and I don't know what the big deal about that is, but I did it before I knew, and then I saw other people doing it. And this is a computer to film on, to write to my wife and kids, to do God's work. And this is music stuff that I had for videos, and because I play music to be in the videos. And it's all, the only stuff I have in this house is pretty much to work at things. So here's what I did. I had enough of it. Enough of only working at things as my way to whatever it was, you know, and cleaning the house all the time. I was tired of it. And so I took this plate that's glass, and it was like a bowl because it's like a little thicker, and it had oatmeal, and it was really clean, and it had oatmeal and raisins in it. And I got the thought from Danica, from God, because I had to honor my wife, or have to, or I don't know. And so I took the plate, and she said, I want it cracked and eaten. I got a thought of her voice because, you know, she took the kids away for so many years that I couldn't go out in public to other people. Felt wrong to socialize with other people, and I was alone in the woods so long. I started being able to communicate with them from 1,000 miles away, like with all my heart and their heart. I could hear what they said and stuff, and then they'd end up doing things in real life after they'd communicate with me from here, from 1,000 miles away. And it's been pretty sad. It's almost like someone who had I still have my health, my physical body and stuff like that. So here's what I did. I didn't do that, Corey. That's Corey's way of thinking. You just took a shit when he thinks that you made something, a video or whatever. The bowl of oatmeal is here. The glass bowl of oatmeal is about this thick, 2 or 3 inches thick, and like a plate, and it was filled up with all this oatmeal and raisins, and I was just gonna eat it and finally get to eat, because I've gotten down to about my lowest weight in 2.5 years. And so I finally was gonna eat oatmeal and raisins. I've lost about 30 pounds, and or 25. And so I had the plate, and I got the thought from Danica before I got to eat it. I want it cracked and eaten. So I finally had enough. I didn't care anymore. I was tired of cleaning this house all the time. And I took the bowl of oatmeal, and I threw it down. I smashed it down and tried to have it break or just crack. And it didn't crack. So then I took it really hard down and tried to break the whole thing, or at least crack it and break it and just eat it, but not even try to break it yet. I was still just trying to crack it, and then I just kept trying to break it. It wouldn't break. And then nothing happened to it, and the oatmeal went everywhere. Oatmeal flew everywhere. It got on the side of this computer. It's still on places, and I cleaned it all up now. And you can see it in my videos. You can look back in the past 2 live videos, and there's oatmeal everywhere. I have it on a video in my last 2 live videos. And then, hi, Mrs. J. Kill. And then I took the whole thing of oatmeal and threw it at the wall. And and it hit this. Oh, I guess it actually made a mark. I thought it didn't leave any mark because I put this back together. This side of this frame came off and I put it back on. And it looks like there's nothing really wrong. I can clean a little more oatmeal, made a mark there, I can clean that. And it looks pretty good. And it didn't do any permanent thing wrong to that mirror that's on there. And I can just clean that. I thought it didn't do anything wrong to it, but I was mean about it. So then the oatmeal went there on the wall. It fell to the ground. It still wasn't broken, the glass thing of oatmeal. So then, she wanted it cracked and eaten, the thing of oatmeal. My wife, I heard her voice through the wall in there. And I talk about why I heard a voice, and so it's not crazy. Have heard voices for 3 years of her, and like there's no ghost. It's not a bad spirit. It's really her from God and Jesus. And so then, so there's probably nobody out here. And then so let's go look and see if we can find the glass I broke. I don't know. I'll just leave it open. I don't want Bugsy on to go to the light. I don't know. And so I went out here and threw it from about there. I threw it. I was angry at my dad because I had to clean and work in this house at unrest for about 8 months now to try to sell the house. And it's not his fault. He's a good man. The other day, he was here cleaning stuff, and it was like not easy. And I've gotten really depressed about my job and stuff. And you're trying to hear the word depressed, and like it comes from my mom. Like you're depressed, or you're depressed, you're depressed, you're depressed. Comes from there, my mom's house, or that guy, or I don't know why they try to act like, or Al. He tries to act like the things that I say. Or how he is, that's what he's talking about. He's stuck in the same, whatever, he's stuck. Or shit like that for a long time. It's not their fault. I don't want them to die. I don't want them to die. So I threw the glass thing from there, and it flew all the way to here, and it shattered into all these tiny pieces. The entire thing broke into all these tiny pieces. And here's some of it. There's some of the glass shattered into these tiny pieces everywhere. The entire thing shattered. It didn't just crack. There are no big pieces of it. I saw the entire thing shatter into all these tiny little pieces. And it's sad because it may have been my grandmother's thing, or my mom gave it to me, or some shitty ass thing that wasn't. It probably wasn't my grandmother's. It probably wasn't my grandmother's. And if it was, God told me to do it. I was supposed to for some reason. And here's some metal thing. In the pile. We're removing junk. This goes away from the house. Sometimes you want me to fucking run down here and kill myself and have a bear eat my head off? I don't give a shit. Hi bear. Hi, make friends. I'm sorry. You're not gonna hurt anyone if you're nice to them. And you back away facing them, and you just don't argue with them or fight them, and don't give them food. Don't give bears food, and stay away from their cubs because they defend their cubs. And that's pretty much how you are around bears. And then they don't want to fight anyone usually. It's almost impossible to kill somebody, but you better keep the kids in. If you have kids, then I don't know what to say. If you have kids one day, if Mrs. Jekyll one day has kids, people try to distort my words to try to make it mean something different than I said. And I've had these anger things where I broke stuff. Like I broke this, and I cleaned that up, and this has only been trying to sell my house. And so, bye. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Bye. Bye.